This week's episode starts with a sugary sweet simile that's sure to appeal to ice cream sundae lovers out there. Picture this. You're sitting at your favorite restaurant. You've just finished a wonderful meal, and you've saved room for dessert. Think about the thrill you get when the waiter brings that hot fudge sundae with real vanilla ice cream, warm chocolate syrup, maybe chopped nuts, whipped cream, caramel sauce, maybe even a cherry on top. Sounds good, huh? Now, think how much more fun and exciting it is when you can step up to the Make Your Own Sundae bar and you get to create that perfect mix of all your favorites, just the way you like it. That's pretty much what Digital Juice is, the biggest, best Make Your Own media bar in the business. If Digital Juice is the biggest, best make-your-own media bar in the business, all the graphic, animation, video, film, and music libraries are the ingredients. And while they all taste great on their own, the real magic happens when you take these ingredients and concoct your own custom creations. This week's episode of Take 5 features one of my favorite juice ingredients, revealers from the Motion Design Elements library. So sit back, relax, and take 5 as we uncover revealer revelations. 5 cool ways to use revealers. Tip number 1. Where'd that word come from? Use revealers to reveal text. Making the move from an amateur to a professional video editor is about perfecting the little things, the subtle nuances of shot selection, storytelling techniques, and the ability to add interest to a production without going too far. The motion design elements in the Revealers volume are a great tool to help you do just that. Probably the most common use of a revealer is to use it to bring text on or off the screen. While sometimes a simple dissolve works just fine, many times using a graphic element such as a revealer to bring the text on or off not only adds visual interest, but draws the viewer's eye directly to the text. Technically, this is very simple to do in your editing application. Revealers are all delivered with embedded alpha channels. This means by simply placing them on your timeline above the text you want to reveal, the revealer is laid right on top of your text and your background if you have a video or animation clip on your background track. From there, you simply adjust the endpoint of the revealer so the animation is at the point where it covers most of the text. Make that the endpoint for the text and cut or dissolve the text in at that point. The final product should look like the revealer brings on the text as it animates. You can easily use revealers to take off the text by simply cutting or dissolving your text out at the point where the revealer animation is at its fullest on the screen. Because the revealers come in all shapes and styles, I have no doubt that you'll find 1 or 2 or 10 that work perfectly in your next project. Tip number 2, give your logo some love. Use revealers to reveal logos. Revealing a logo is pretty much exactly the same technical process as revealing text. With the background and logo on the lower video tracks, the revealer is placed on a higher video track. Since the technical steps for revealing the logo are pretty straightforward, let's talk about the process of choosing the right revealer for your production. Take a few minutes and browse the revealers gallery and you'll see that there are quite a few different shapes, styles, and behaviors. From light and whimsical to high-tech, organics, and particles. There's a little bit of everything in the revealer library. You'll want to make sure that you choose a revealer that matches the look and feel of your production, as well as matches the text or logo you are revealing. In other words, if you're producing a touching memory video, a futuristic high-tech revealer might not be the best choice. Choose a lighter, more subtle revealer to bring on your logos for this kind of production. Also, notice that some of the revealers are more horizontal in design. These are perfect for revealing a horizontal logo, text, or as a lower third highlighter. Other revealers are designed to cover a bit more of the screen. These are perfect for revealing more circular shaped logos or multiple lines of text. Again, just make sure you choose a revealer that matches the shape, look, and feel of your production. The end result will be a much more polished and professional look. Tip number 3, create custom wipes. Combine revealers to make cool transitions. While the Editor's Toolkit libraries are packed full of full screen and transitional wipes, many of the revealers and other motion design elements can be used as wipe transitions. Because the revealers are delivered very large, many of them can be used just like the full screen wipes when keyed over the cut between two video clips. This is easy to do. Simply place the two clips you want to wipe between on your timeline's background track. While the design of each of the revealers is different, most of them have a point at which they cover most or all of the screen. Simply place the point where the revealer is mostly covering the screen directly over the point where your two clips cut from one to the other. That way the revealer seems to wipe from the first clip to the second. To use a revealer like this one as a wipe element, the process is a bit different. Since the animation doesn't come anywhere near filling the screen, the cut between your video clips would be visible and not look clean. This is not an acceptable edit. One very cool thing you can do with the revealers is stack several of them on your timeline. Position them in several places around the screen, maybe even resize them in Juicer 2 so some are smaller than others. When placed correctly, the wipe you've made will cover the video cut and seamlessly transition between the two clips. I highly suggest you have some fun with these revealers and all the motion design elements. Not only is it fun creating custom transitions and wipes, it's just one more way to use DJ products to take your productions to a whole new level. Tip number 4, feature and fill. Use revealers to highlight or fill text. Now I know I've said this in just about every episode of Take 5, but I have to say it again. While the animations in the Digital Juice libraries are extremely high quality and ready to use right off the discs, the real power of these libraries comes alive when you start customizing. Taking the animations and graphic elements that our designers have created and adding your own creative spin, you'll come up with completely custom pieces for your productions. One of my favorite ways to customize is to use Digital Juice animation to fill text. Any animation, jump backs, backgrounds, Editor's Toolkit elements, and of course, motion design elements, including revealers. While your specific editing application may require different specific steps, the basic procedure will be the same regardless of what system you're using. Whether you create the text in Photoshop and save it with an alpha channel, or you create white text in your editing application and choose to use a luminance key, the process for filling text will vary, but should be pretty simple. If you want the text to be readable, be sure not to go overboard with the text fill. If you're using the text as a design element and it needs to be recognizable but not necessarily readable, that's an entirely different story. Have fun with it. An easy way to feature or draw attention to a piece of existing text on the screen is to simply lay a revealer over it on your timeline. While you may not need to bring the text on or off with the revealer, you may want to highlight a specific word or phrase as the narrator says it. Simply use the revealer as a highlighter. These vibrant, dynamic animations draw the viewer's eye directly to that area every time. Another cool trick is with your text not visible but there, move a revealer through the text so the text is only visible as the revealer moves through it. You can do this over a background or over black. This is just one of the many cool visual effects possible with the huge motion design elements library. We'll cover many more in upcoming episodes of Take 5. Until then, experiment and have fun. This is the way so many new designs come to life. Tip number 5, focus on a little hocus pocus. Use revealers as special effects. While movie producers spend millions on effects, there are a few simple visual effects just about anyone can pull off. Making objects appear or disappear is one of the easiest and fun to do. The effect itself is pretty straightforward. Lock your camera, get several seconds of the scene without the object in the scene. Now without moving the camera or any of the other objects in the scene, move in the object you want to appear and get several seconds of the video with the object in the scene. In your editing application, simply cut or dissolve from the first shot to the second, and your object magically appears. To take that same visual effect to the next level, add a revealer over your transition from the first shot to the second, and you get a double dose of magic and a much more professional looking effect. Let's quickly recap the 5 revealer revelations. Tip number 1, use revealers to reveal text. Tip number 2, give your logo some love. Tip number 3, create custom wipes. Tip number 4, feature and fill. And tip number 5, focus on a little hocus pocus. With a powerful library like Motion Design Elements, whether you're using revealers or any of the other volumes of keyable elements, you really have the pieces and the parts the pro designers at Digital Juice use to make almost every animation they create. These are the layers, the elements, the individual pieces our designers use to put together the incredible animation and element libraries Digital Juice offers. It's just like that sundae bar we talked about. The motion design elements, including revealers, are the ingredients. Now all you have to do is step up to the counter, get creative, and have some fun. Make your own media. Until next time, don't forget to balance work and play, and every once in a while, stop and take 5.